This is Aethir ATH USDT. I talked about bullish signals for this coin last time I've talked about it. Are any of those signals still valid? What has been invalidated and what are still some bullish signals for Aether, if there are any at all? I'm gonna be taking a look into this chart for you guys. If you guys want to continue seeing any more of Aether, make sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe, or any other coins in this market. I'll pick a request due for you guys on a daily basis. I am not long on Aether right now, but I'm doing this for the audience. So make sure to drop a like and comment. Now, what I'm seeing for Aether here is the weekly time frame. This is still the time frame I'm focusing on because it is still running within this falling wedge pattern. Okay, falling wedges are bullish patterns that have a higher chance of breaking to the upside. Now, Aether has had quite a bit of a wild run here because it did try to break out of this pattern before getting a rejection, a very hard rejection, all the way from about 7 cents to where it is right now, that in a matter of weeks. But this is not uncommon to see anymore, okay? As opposed to what I've seen in the last bull cycle in 2021, where I've seen drawdowns anywhere from, 30 to 50%, and that was already very steep. Right now I'm seeing drawdowns of just crazy, even like 70, 80, 90%. It's been a crazy bull market here in this cycle. So very important to not over leverage, very important to not take very risky positions, okay? Like buying breakouts, okay? There's going to be a time and place, but, overall buying breakouts are still very risky. That's why I like to pick, positions where they are at their lows, and I'm seeing reversal signals, okay? So, what I'm seeing here for Aether, I talked about a double bottom here, right, on the weekly time frame. And double bottoms are bullish patterns. So first bottom on the week of March 31st, second bottom on the week of June 30th. Is this still a valid pattern? Well, it depends a lot on this weekly time frame, okay, candle, right? Right now it is still a valid pattern until you get a weekly candle close below one of those bottoms, which is about 2.6 cents, right? Then that will invalidate this double bottom pattern. But wicks do not invalidate patterns. Candle closes do, right? I also talked about this double bottom pattern here, right? The first bottom on September 1st, second bottom on October 13th. Now that is invalidated, right? Because as of last week's candle close, you did get a weekly candle close below one of those bottoms. So that invalidated this pattern here. Okay, however, this double bottom here is still valid as of right now. And double bottoms are bullish patterns that have a higher chance of breaking to the upside. Neckline of this pattern would be about 5.7 cents. Price target of this pattern would take Aether out of this falling wedge pattern if it gets there. Price target would be about almost 9 cents. Now the price target of this huge falling wedge pattern here, if I didn't mention already, will still be about almost 13 cents if it breaks out by this point. Now a lot of these price targets, these price targets are estimates only, okay? There could be more, there could be less. A lot of which does depend on what happens with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin starts dumping from here, these altcoin setups, they could get invalidated and they're not going to matter very much. So very important to be paying attention to Bitcoin. I have done a more detailed video on Bitcoin earlier today. I will link you guys at the end of this video. I never trade altcoins without a clear understanding of Bitcoin. I am long on quite a bit of the altcoins here, so my opinions on these markets are bullish. However, these are just my opinions and not financial advice like the entirety of this video. You guys gotta form your own opinions and strategies. Let's go ahead and take a look into a daily time frame here, where there is also a reversal signal here, which is a smaller falling wedge pattern on the daily time frame with bullish divergence, you guys should definitely learn your divergences because they could tell you that a bounce or a reversal is coming depending on if it's bullish or bearish divergence. Just look that up on ChatGPT, Google, it will give you the answer. So these are the signals I'm paying attention to for Aether. So overall, it still looks like it's, there's still quite a bit of bullish signals here, even though they could get invalidated. Okay, so very important to be paying attention to those weekly candle closes as well. So this basically wraps up for this video. Let me know if you guys want to continue seeing any more of Aether or any other coins in this market. I'll see you on the next one.